Good evening. This show is disturbingly tasteless. Several persons of dubious intelligence have likened the hosts to fools and idiots. Of course, when they made this proclamation, they spelled most of the words incorrectly and showed a basic lack of sentence structure and grammar. Needless to say, listener discretion is advised.
All right.
Okay, is that it? Anything else?
Just this urgent telegram from Rockbridge that arrived last Friday.
Last Friday. Read it, you wild bitch.
Sheriff murdered, church meeting bombed, reign of terror must cease. Send new sheriff immediately.
Holy underwear! Sheriff murdered? Innocent women and children blown to bits? We've got to protect our phony baloney job, gentlemen. We must do something about this immediately. Harumph, 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 harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
Gentlemen, please rest your sphincters.
Well put.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
I love you, and that's all that matters. Mwah.
It's true. We do love you, right?
5,361.
There you go.
All right.
Why are
What's
you
going
crying?
on?
What is happening over
Hey.
there?
Sorry about that.
Cookie Puss's angry cousin,
Yeah.
Cookie Fred.
Cookie Fred. I had a friend named Fred in high school and junior high.
Everybody knows a Fred.
He used to say,
All right, enough of that.
that ain't nothing. Down Delaware,
John Delaware.
and then it was a story. There was always a story. The guy every time, and anybody from high school would remember that he was like that, Fred Barbucha. That ain't nothing. Down Delaware.
Down Delaware.
And then off to the races we went with some crazy story. And we used to think that they weren't true. We were like, there's no way this could be true.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
I know you do. And inevitably, some of the stories did pan out. But it was, you're 14 and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
No way.
It's funny because the one time I actually was like telling, talking shit was it was right after I came back from Florida and I was looking through my yearbook from Jefferson Davis Middle School, and it's worse than it even sounds. But so I was going through that, and everybody, when I came back, it was just before 9th grade started, and like everybody, like as soon as I ran into old friends, they're like, "Hey, you're back. How's it going? You date anybody yet?" Everybody was asking that.
Oh, I banged 16 chicks in Florida.
And the answer was always no, right? So this one guy asked me, and I had the...
What's going on?
Oh, more. So this guy asked me, and I had the yearbook out, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just like opened it up to page one, and I just started fucking around. So I'm like, her, and her, and her. And I like picked every cute, even remotely cute girl in the whole fucking yearbook.
And one moose.
And it was like... I'm waiting for somebody to call me out and say, yeah, right. And like, I would just laugh. And they didn't. It wasn't until like, oh my God, like a year and a half later, they were like, I think it was a summer later. It was like a year later. They were like, yeah, it's because he lies, told everyone, he told everybody he's not a virgin. I'm like, when did I say that? Like, assholes. The one time I fucking lied.
Taking things out of context again. Jim Naffis in the house.
Yo.
Maybe we'll see him this weekend.
Mm.
We're gonna be. That's it. That's like right in his.
That's his hood.
Yeah, it's not far.
Nice. You'll keep the beer cold.
Yeah.
Well, this is nice and
the chick's
cold.
hot.
This is nice and cold because it's out in the garage.
This is like it's a refrigerator.
It's garage beer, man.
Yeah. So we're drinking. Jim and I. We had some. We hung out New Year's Eve, and so we had a bunch of beer that didn't fit in the fridge. So we stuck it in the garage. And it's been out there since, and it's ice cold.
Yeah, I brought over.
Shows you the R value of my garage door. I have an insulated door, but it's not working very well.
R value of -10.
Right.
But it's funny because I found all the Murphys that I could find in the tri-state area.
And it's all in this house.
It wasn't like a full case. It was 4 cans off a case. I got 20 cans of Murphys, and I bought 2 12-packs of Killian's because it tied. And
Killian's.
and Bree
Oh my
was
God,
saying like,
man.
oh, we should get some Killian's too. So I'm like, all right. So I brought a 12-pack over here,
Yeah.
and we left a 12-pack over at
That's
our place
better,
in the
right?
garage. Yeah. My hair doesn't look quite so orange, and
My rouge is coming out more now.
but it was weird. Like the stuff in my garage, it was nice and cold. Didn't freeze, just stayed nice and cold. And yeah, it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, before I think it was when I came over last week, I had a chill of beer, and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't chill the beer, so I just took it and put it out in the snow
Perfect.
for like 20 minutes.
That'll do it.
Show.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Joby.
Tonight I decided I worked from home today, so when I got out of the shower, I was like, well, I'm gonna have a drink, and we have vodka, so I wanted to make a vodka martini. I was watching Casino Royale last night, on Netflix. I watched it over 2 nights, and so I got out it's Absolute, and vodka's interesting. My wife keeps it in the freezer, so
Yeah.
when you put vodka in a freezer, it doesn't freeze.
It gels.
It gels.
Yeah, I keep all the really good liquor in the freezer.
And it's really cool to pour it out like it's viscous.
A friend of mine started doing that with his gin. We'd go skiing, and he's putting it in the freezer. I'm like, why is this in the freezer? He goes, try it. And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
It's so cool.
Like, I've taken
No
my
pun
first step-
intended.
I've taken my first step into a larger world.
So now I'm back on the martini thing again.
We got to do the Vespers.
We'll do them. Maybe next week. So
It's gonna be brutal.
sorry.
No, it's fine. This is gonna be brutal.
So I'm back on the martini kick again. So now I'm going through my the salt water mess, whatever that stuff's called.
Brine.
Brine. They sell it in the store. You can get it, and it's the I like a dirty martini. They call it.
You use olives? Don't you just use olive juice?
I don't really have a lot in the house.
Ah.
So what we do is we go to Wegmans and I get the Kalamata olives. There's not a lot of juice in that. It's mostly just olives.
Oh,
and-
it's all
and,
packed in,
Yeah, it's all
yeah.
packed in. So
You got to get like some shitty little jar of olives. Just for
we
the
had
juice.
it. I had martini olives in there, but if you pour too much of that out, then the olives dry up. So you don't want to do that.
But you got to have those giant olives.
I just
hate
like
little
I like the
olives.
juice, man. I like the juice in there. I like the little saltiness, and I don't like a sweet martini. And I've learned over the years, gin is great. It's better for a gin and tonic, but it vodka really kicks ass in a martini. It's really good.
Nice.
But here's Joby
Yeah.
talking about doing it. Oh, in high school he did it.
Should have put that on your pancakes.
Yeah, it's
man.
like maple syrup.
Yeah, it's good. But
So,
yeah, gin though, the problem I have with gin lately is, what is it? It's like I wake up at 3 a.m. like, am I gonna die? I feel like I'm gonna die. I don't know what it is. Like,
That's interesting.
it's. I think
Maybe
it's,
you're allergic to the botanicals.
No, you know what it is. If it's like Bombay Sapphire, it's not a problem. But if it's like Tanqueray, too much Tanqueray, or God forbid, if you go to a bar and you just say, "Give me a gin and tonic," you're gonna die because it's gonna be.
I never have a
it's not-
problem.
Gordon's, if you're lucky, Gordon's
Never
is
have
good.
a problem, dude.
But I've had like Bankers Club, and that stuff's like
I've had that
bathtub
too.
gin.
No problem there. So I got to address something.
Yep.
Jim Naffis is asking me about Crazy Man Guppy. I'm assuming that you mean Adam Guppy Sailor. If you are, I went from kindergarten through 12th grade with him in Northeast Philly. We all the way through school. And it's funny because Adam was the shortest kid in grade school until he hit puberty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a guy like that.
And then he was 6'3" or something like that. But he was the shortest kid all through school. And but he was also a car guy. Yeah. Adam, if I remember correctly, he had, I think, it was an Olds.
Cutlass?
It was a Cutlass, and it was on the same body platform as the Judge.
Mm-hmm.
That swoopy 68 to 71, 72 era body. I think maybe it's 69. Very cool car. And I remember talking to him about that because I had the Cougar. I had the 79 Cougar that was all jacked up and all that. That's another one I should put a picture or something up from that because it was the same band.
Yeah.
I just remember him saying, "You don't want to get into old cars; they're really expensive, man. It's just too much money."
That's what my dad said.
Now
He's like,
those cars
yeah.
are worth a fortune.
Yeah,
Fortune.
If I had the car I wanted, like I told you, like man, like mid '90s maybe, I saw a 71 GTX, yellow and black GTX for
Super
sale
rare car.
in Oregon, and I'm looking at this thing online, and I'm like, it was 16 grand, and I'm like, Bree, can I please fly out to Oregon and buy this car? And she's like, if you want to.
Yes, Kimmy.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, it's ballsy. I wanted to fly out to Oregon, buy this thing, and drive it across.
No,
country.
you truck that thing back.
Well, it would have been fun to come back.
Of course it would, but you're driving a car you don't know anything about.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be in like Caitlin was talking
You're
about
gonna be-
driving
you're
across.
gonna be-
I'll be in Nebraska, like on the side of the road.
You're going to be Mr. Bieri, and you're not going to have the right tools.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting out in the middle of nowhere, and the thing with like the engine will
You know,
blow.
when cars sit, bad things happen. Seals dry up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not.
Well, that's my dad's vet. It looks like a desiccated mummy. I mean, it's like all the seals, like even the doors, everything.
Oh, the rubber went.
Everything is dried out and gone. Like he showed me the car, like he was telling me, I have a classic car, you got to see it. And I thought it was a Mustang. So I'm like, I want to see this. So I get over there, and he said, it's a Corvette. I'm like, okay, I'm more in. Yeah, let's see this thing. And I walk in, and it's like a 94. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's fucking green. And I'm just like, not impressed. Then I go up to it, and like you touch the window seal, and they're powdery.
Yeah, well.
And I'm like, oh, Dad, what the hell?
Did he keep it in a garage?
It is in a garage, but they have a new. He hadn't started the engine in years. I'm like, you can't do that; it'll gum up. I said, you have to start it. And he's like, well, what do I have to do? I'm like, oh my god, get a can of starter fluid, get this.
Cheers, Anne Marie.
You say skull, slancha. But like
Roosevelt Mall. All right, Jim.
we had. It took him a while. Like I told, like on the monitor, the console of that model, it's got this like Chernobyl like board.
I know.
And it just lit up. Like it went in, everything was off.
What year is it?
94.
Yeah.
And I that was the one I told you. I got it running.
So that was one of the last years before they went out to the new body style. I think it was 96. Then 95. 94 had the wraparound cornering lights. It was the vet that came out. It was the C4 Corvette. And at the end of the C4, that was my favorite. The last 3 years of the C4, to me, were the best of that body style. It was just they had refined it to the point where it really looked good.
I like the
and they came with LT1s in them. Great motor.
The split windows I loved, like the old Makos.
Well, that was only 1 year.
Yeah, those I actually like, even though everyone hated the back window. Or like from the 70s, like 73, 74, 75. I like that body style.
So I love all the 70s. My favorite, and it's the lowest horsepower Corvette ever. It's the 8182. The dome back window, but the ground effects on that were spectacular. So if you take that, and Jim's talking about LS motors, if you put an LS in an 81 or 82, you've got a monster car, and that's what I want. That's my ultimate dream car after a 1970 Chevelle. Is an 80, believe it or not, an 82 Corvette resto modded. So Jim's saying that the 94 had an LS in it.
It was a beast. I mean, it was driving like shit.
Well, the LSs were great.
We were trying to take it.
They are great.
We were taking it from King Manor to that.
The LT1s were not shabby, man.
What's the name of that place? What was it, like BD Auto at the top of the hill near Just Enough? We were trying to take it up there. So I was like, can I drive the Vet, Dad? Because I never have. He's like, yeah. So I get in this piece of shit, and it's like, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but it's running. So he passes where you turn onto that.
See, I was right, Jim.
An
LT1 in 94.
He misses Borough Line Road, and he goes down all the way to where Pep Boys is now. And he pulls in the lot, and I look out the window, and he's looking at me, and he's like, I missed the turn. I'm like, yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. So I told you, I got stuck at the light. He goes off, and I'm sitting there, and the car starts stuttering and doing all kinds of crazy shit. He's got all the shit.
Are you sure it was a 94?
Yeah. It was starting.
It was gummed up.
It was stammering like crazy.
Well, you had varnished gas.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
the gas was just ancient. So I'm trying to keep it going. Light turns green. I give it gas, and it's like, ugh. So I pump the gas a little bit and give it a little bit more, and all of a sudden the fucker kicks in, and physics went away, and the wheels just lit up.
Of course they did.
I mean, absolutely lit up in that intersection. And the car almost spun around. Like I spun the thing like,
Well, you got a big
way
boost.
beyond 180, and then I pulled it back, and I'm driving up. I'm looking in the rear view. There's like all this smoke and shit. I'm like, how many people think I did that just to be an asshole? Not just because I haven't driven anything this powerful ever. So
It wasn't that powerful.
I've been driving a 4-cylinder. I was driving a 4-cylinder.
I understand.
Amigo, dude.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
It's like my Mustang. My Mustang's probably got about 315 horsepower.
And what did you do when it started working?
By today's standards.
What happened to you in the parking lot?
Yeah,
It's exactly what happened to me. Yeah.
But one of the things they talk about, the Crossfire injection, which was the 84 Vet. So that was it had two throttle bodies, two small throttle bodies, and it was a horrific design. And those throttle bodies were used in a lot of GM cars. My father had an Oldsmobile Omega.
Oh God.
That had an 81. It was an 81 Omega.
When did they make that? An Omega.
They made Omegas from the 70s on, but the X body in particular was the most popular. So the original Omega was based on the Nova, if I'm not mistaken.
Look, that makes sense.
The secondary one was an X body, which was the Citation.
Ugh.
I think it was the Pontiac Phoenix. The Olds. Oh, I got to go in my. It was the Olds. What did I say? What he had? That's the car.
An Omni?
Omega.
Sorry, trying to.
And there was a Cadillac version, and I think there was a Cadillac version. No, I don't think there was a Cadillac version. The Chevy Citation was obviously the most popular of all of them. But it was a horrific car. I mean, in some ways it was great, in some ways it wasn't. I shouldn't say that. For the time it came out, it was sort of groundbreaking. The American companies had to come back after all the
but
Japanese.
they were just like, it seemed like they were just taking shit and throwing it in a car and going,
well,
hey, look, it works.
There was a lot of hurry up and go. But, that platform lived on for a very long time as the underpinnings of, the Buick Century, if I'm not mistaken, and a bunch of other cars. The old Cutlass Sierra, So, but that injection system was a disaster. Almost as bad as when General Motors did the Vega, which won Car of the Year from Motor Trend,
which haunts me now because years ago you mentioned Vega and I hadn't seen one in decades.
The Vega could have been one of the greatest cars ever made.
Now I see one like every 6 months.
The problem is they did an aluminum engine block, and they rushed it to production, and they needed to have something in the engine block that was more substantial for the sidewalls of the cylinders, and it was they didn't take it through full development, and it failed. It failed horrifically, but it was a cool looking car. And guys would go out and they'd put 350s in them. And you had a monster here, and it was a good-looking car. The Vega was basically like just a smaller size version, visually, not realistically, of the Camaro of its age, and it was just to me, it's a beautiful car. The fastback and oh god, I watch a guy on YouTube. I'm going to tell you his name, Steve Magnante. I hope I'm saying it right.
He won't sue us.
He's on the dais at Mecum and at Barrett Jackson. He is a walking encyclopedia about cars, the best there ever was. Unfortunately, he's coming back from being sick. He got
what's that about?
Encephalitis from a mosquito. He does these things called junkyard crawls, and it took him a very long time to come back from that. But he's on the mend, and he's really made quite a comeback physically. Steve Magnante. Check him out on YouTube. He is amazing. I love him. I watch. He tries to put out a video every single day, and he is just incredible. Oh, so meanwhile, Jim Nafis is sending me pictures. He's got his blazer that he sent me, and a picture of his green duster.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's Guppy's. That's Guppy's duster. Adam Saylor's duster. So, a lot of stuff going on. And so we were talking about Fred. Mm-hmm. Fred was one of Adam Saylor's best friends in high school.
Man.
Small world. Small world. See how funny things all, and meanwhile then this all started because we were talking about the final score, where Old School's playing this weekend. I am sorry to say that Mike Calamia will not be on drums this weekend. We will have James Smith once again from Tongue and Groove on drums. See, Jim Nafis knows Steve Magnante, and he is the Mopar King. So we'll have James Smith again this weekend. I enjoyed playing with him. I enjoyed playing with Jimmy Cavanaugh this past weekend. It's been an interesting 2 weeks. Can't wait for Mike to get better.
How's he doing? Any updates?
He's just trudging along, man. He has a torn tendon in his wrist. I talk to him almost every day. Today's the first day I think I haven't spoken to him in the couple weeks that this has been going on. Mike was doing a little scouting apparently this afternoon to find us a new club somewhere down in Aston. We'll see how that goes. Last week we played with Jimmy Cavanaugh at Sweeney's. It was the first time we've been there since October. We have about 5 or 6 shows booked with them for this year. And we had Claire on vocals with Bob, and we had a spectacular show this past weekend. And I'm not, saying it to be like, I'm not the greatest crowds ever. I'm not that guy.
You're not jerking yourself off.
We had a great crowd Saturday night, and the band was playing really well. And we gave Jimmy the set list the night before, and he had never played 90% of these songs, so he had to learn a lot of stuff overnight. And so there was a lot of stuff going on stage. The little things that we were struggling with because he didn't know the tune, the way you know it. But man, we had so much fun. He's just a fun drummer. You can see him in bands like AM Radio and stuff like that. Jimmy is a spectacular drummer. My first exposure to Jimmy, he sat in with the Cats that from Get the Lead Out at Ribstock. There's a throw together band that Paul puts together, and Jimmy's one of the guys that sits in with them. And what an amazing drummer! And he has this he's got this enthusiasm. He's got this little skip he does when he's playing. Like he's just rocking back and forth and feeling the music and feeling the groove. And we just had a lot of fun with him. And Sweeney's was just such a fun gig, dude. Nice. When do I come in and say stuff like this?
When the crowd's good. If you have a good crowd, it's fun. I mean, if you're, like I've seen nights, like I know you guys played one time down in Screwballs and it was packed. And then the weather took a turn and people started bailing out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that happens.
And it's just like you could see like it was sucking the life out of you guys because you're like, I want to play for people and I want them to have fun.
Right. You don't want to have band practice.
Yeah. And it was like, that's the thing. It's like if the crowd comes, then it's fun.
Yeah.
But
so Jim said he's going to try and come. I'm wondering if our buddy will be there.
Which one?
He's going through so much.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
The world's most famous YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, because that's 5 minutes. He lives right across the road there.
He might come out. He might need a night out.
I hope he does. I'd like to see him and give him a hug. Mm-hmm. Jim recently lost his
dad.
Tom recently lost his dad. Yeah, so I don't know. This was just been some fun stuff going on with the band, despite the setbacks we've been having. And by the way, I want to throw a promo up. Mike has another band called Midhaven, and they have a show coming up in Ardmore at the Rusty Nail on March 7th, and I recommend you go out. I'm going to be there. Tegan will be on guitar. Tegan from used to be in Breaker, and our good friend Stubbs, and of course Steph Sky on vocals. Mike Calamie on drums, and my old mailman on bass.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill?
No, I'm going way back.
I never know who the hell our mailman is now. It's usually
He was the longest tenured mailman we had until the guy that usually delivers most days now. He's a heavy-set fella. Nice fella.
I don't think I know who that is.
I talk to him sometimes.
Usually I know the mail comes because I hear
He wears
somebody.
he has a flashlight this time
Oh,
of year.
that's the guy?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And he's usually on the phone.
Yeah, I hear him coming.
He spends his whole time talking on the phone, which,
Fucking ghost.
hey, why not? If you can do it,
Who
do it.
the hell has that much to say?
I do.
God,
Listen,
wanna
I
know
can
this.
get on the phone with Maddie, Mark, Mike,
all day.
and just we can talk about music and band and chord progressions and whatnot for hours on end. And it's always been that way with most of the guys that have been in the band.
I mean, I expect him to be walking past my house one day and be like, "No, you hang up first." You know, like I don't know what he's doing.
Why does it bother you?
Everything bothers me.
It does. It does. Well, then make the snow melt.
I was out there. I had that flamethrower.
All right.
So I was going to get one from Timo that has a bigger flame.
I
But
feel like we're stuck in some kind of eternal winter.
what sucks is it keeps melting and then making more ice, and I'm
Yes.
running out of salt, and I'm getting pissed.
We haven't had a problem. But I haven't looked at our sidewalk because I don't give a fuck.
It's like the sidewalk's fine. It's like right out. You know where that we have that little like the pub table we sit outside on the.
Oh,
stoop?
yeah.
Right there, it just keeps melting. And then I have to go out there every night, because I don't want Bree coming home and breaking her.
Oh, because that's up higher.
And
Yeah,
it just
that's right.
it just
Yeah, a little
goes
lip-
down. And it's like
little lip
every
there.
fucking night, and I don't. There's like ice on the road right out in front of our driveway, and I didn't mess with that because I'm like I could melt it, and then it'll freeze
And she comes and
and
parks
be
in the
over,
street,
but it will be
yeah.
over a wider area.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I hit it with an axe to the point where I was starting to feel a little creepy, and I was throwing sparks and cursing
I may
probably
have
more than I should.
heard that.
Yeah, so I stopped doing that.
Were you doing that during the daytime?
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, my Ring cam was going off, and I turned it on, and I kept hearing this thunk, thunk.
That might have been Chris has been doing, the guy across the street from me. I hear him doing that all
It's
the time.
about 10 in the morning.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
So I'm taking the camera and I'm trying to turn it, which I can turn it to a certain point, and I can't see what's happening.
It's Chris. He's
then
constantly hammering at shit on his driveway.
These two birds were having a fight in the bush, I guess. And I kept hearing all this noise in the bush of
So
these
it's
two
like
birds
you
going
didn't
at
get
it.
the thing too in the bush, well, whatever.
Yeah,
Bird in hand, that kind of thing. But I don't know, man. We've been having like every animal in the goddamn neighborhood's in my backyard at one point or not.
I saw your picture of the deer.
There were 3. I actually
Whistle.
missed one of them, and then
Well, there's a mom and 3 does.
these were just the does. They
cut
were
through.
small, but
And,
there's also a dad
There's a buck.
and a lot. One time
The buck usually lays in Howard's yard.
there were 3 or 4 bucks that were hanging out before the rut started. And I'm like, oh, you guys have got to get out of my yard before you get all freaked out and horny.
Oh, by the way, we're stereo again.
Nice. There it is.
I don't know if the people listening on YouTube can hear that.
Or Facebook or
That
whatever.
is freaky as shit when you have headphones on.
Yeah.
That's how I got myself in
These,
trouble.
these aren't really that good, but I can hear. I mean, I can hear the
If you
stereo.
put the other ones
the other ones on, I'm sure I'd
because
hear
the
it.
low end is really good.
Yeah.
Let's see what this sounds like. The knocking's on this side, but the music's on this side.
Jesus Christ, what is this?
Creepy and unsettling, it says.
See, that's why I don't mess with that too much, because sometimes you click on it and it'll just be a song.
Well, yeah, that's the stuff that gets me in trouble.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Keep
But
trying to get
it's
this.
so funny. There's so many it's the realistic knocking.
Trying to get the
realistic.
foam out of my cup so I don't have it.
It's fine.
Well, I don't want it to screw up the
Don't
real
worry.
beer we get, because that's ready to go.
So I earlier today, I had done a, you get these things. Everybody gets these things on Facebook. You've been friends with somebody for 4 years. Well,
That you've known for 50. Yeah.
so it's funny. So Russ and Terry and I became friends on Facebook within a couple of days when we first got on, and So I did Terry last week, and then Russ came up, and it's 16 years or whatever. And Russ and I have known each other since 1982. So I put up a little funny post, and it populated with some pictures from I don't know when I put them up 5 years ago or whatever, because I went and photographed a bunch of pictures I had and stuck them on Facebook. So I have this picture, which is up on Facebook right now, and it's from 1984 or 5, maybe.
Is that the one? You want me to throw that one up?
Yeah. And that was the second band we ever formed. That's not it.
What's going on here?
And the band was called Trifalon.
Okay, now I got it.
TRIFALON.
There it is.
And that's the members of the band. It's me, Russ, Billy Becker, and Larry Barrow. Many, many years ago. It's down Billy's basement. That house has since been torn down.
Of course.
It was off Ron Street, Halstead Street, Northeast Philly.
It's back when your parents' basement used to look like a Bennigan's.
His basement did look like a Bennigan. It was a former rectory that was converted into a home.
It's probably porn everywhere.
No, there was no porn. His parents would.
You have to know if it was a rectory. You got to look in the ceiling tiles.
Well, I don't know about that. I never went anywhere but the basement. And one time we sat in the living room when his parents were on vacation and watched Iron Maiden videos.
You whore!
It was the most exciting thing ever. Run to the Hills and a whole bunch of stuff. Bill was. We got Bill into Iron Maiden, and he became the biggest. He like totally surpassed us as a Maiden fan. His, he had Maiden on his license plate and all this stuff, and that was his little Rogers drum kit there, Blue Rogers drum kit. He made his own Octobans and interesting guitars in that picture. You've got I've got a D'Agostino, which is basically a Cort redone by a luthier in New York, and then Larry's got that's an authentic 1981 or 82 Ibanez Destroyer 4-bolt neck, the exact same guitar that Adrian Smith played on the Number of the Beast tour. I think he recently resurrected it for something they've been doing. And Russ is playing a Pedula buzz bass fretless.
Keeps dropping out.
So I don't know if people know what that is. Gene Simmons was the most mainstream guy to play a Pedula buzz bass. He had a picture of a Serpent version of himself painted on the front of it, but he did not play a fretless. Russ is playing a fretless there. So there's the dork guitar commentary related to that. I thought I would just add that in there. I have a replica, a Cort version of that guitar. That guitar, it's hard to see, but it had a flying lightning bolt on it in silver. I have a non-lightning bolt version.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a silver faded lightning bolt, which was, it was a copy of a Kramer. Kramer had the lightning bolt guitar, and there was also a Charvel similarly at that time. Cool guitars, man. I have a couple of those style guitars in the room here. We've got the Cort, we've got the Tokai, and of course the infamous BC Rich Ironbird. And then that all started from the Explorer. They're all derivatives of the Gibson Explorer, which I do have one of those.
Now, who took the photo?
Probably my girlfriend.
Boy, he's looking so dour out of there.
Who was looking dour?
You're so serious, man. Everybody's having fun.
I was George Lynch. That was the time so that might have been about 86. That was when I got into George Lynch. And I don't know. I was constantly trying to channel the Lynch master.
Gotcha.
But I don't look much different in pictures now.
No, you're still that intense most of the time, unless you're sticking your tongue out.
Look how small my chin looks.
Well, you don't have your fuzz on it.
Yeah. I was skinny.
Yeah, Well, it's like, like I said, like somebody looked at a picture of me in high school and like, you used to be hot. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Well,
My
mother wasn't a very nice person.
I was, that was probably about 120 pounds in that picture.
Yeah. Ugh. Let's go back to, and look at us now.
Yeah. No hair for me.
It's
fine. It's fine.
Ugh.
So I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to the show. What the hell? Friday night, I'm going out with my friends that I grew up with, my neighbors. Wendy, Sharon, and Larry. We're going out for some drinks and a late dinner Friday night around 5:30. We're going to be up at Nick's Roast Beef on Roosevelt Boulevard. We're going to meet up there. It's kind of it's like the.
Oh, I'm thinking of Cotman. Okay. Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't. Chickies and Pete's. I'm a Nick centric guy. Chickies and Pete's. We're meeting up there for a couple drinks and dinner. It's like the one central point in Northeast Philly that we can still go to, and it's somewhat centric for most of us because Larry lives in Chalfont, I live out here, and Wendy lives somewhere between Chalfont and there, and Sharon lives in New Jersey. But it's kind of neat that here we are. We all met I met Larry and Wendy in 1970.
Wow.
Sharon moved into the neighborhood probably around 75, 76. And we've all been pretty tight friends since then. We went through a whole lot together as kids and as adults. And so we try to get together once every 6 months and catch up and get some catch up.
Yeah, I think the longest I've ever known someone's been since like 1974, I think. So,
I've known. I don't keep in touch with them. There's another guy I know. I've known him since I was born. But Larry and I have been friends since 1970. When I moved to Distant Street in Northeast Philly, we moved there from Fuller Street, which was right near the Red Rooster, where the band used to play. They're out of business now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they
That
closed.
was a neat place.
Yeah, it says permanently closed when I go to the website. Maybe they changed names. I don't know. But that was a block from where I grew, where my first apartment that I remember. Prior to that, I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey for 1 year.
Wow.
And then before that, I lived across from Crown Cork and Seal on Ashton Road. We lived in the neighborhood behind there. And then before that, I don't think I was around. I don't think I was.
You didn't exist?
I wasn't adopted yet.
Yeah.
But there are all the places I lived as a kid, and I spent, 70 through 94 living on Distant Street, Northeast Philly. Then I got married, and I moved to Roxborough. I spent 9 years for the most part, 1.5 year stint in Northeast Philly, back again, but lived in Roxborough for a very long time, Roxborough and East Falls, and became, got to be in that neighborhood for a long time and got to know it really well and really loved it there. And before then, I came here. I've been here since 2002.
You gotta love it here.
I love it here. This is my home.
Yeah, I like the taxes here.
And that's why why I looked at it, and it was a big motivation. Was looking at a place in North Wales, and then ended up here.
We were looking at Gilbertsville too, but we were, like I said, we took the kid to the ballet class down the street, and I was like, this would be a neat neighborhood. I mean, there's a bar right here.
Right. See, the bar never even entered my mind.
We used to go in there at ballet class. We'd put the kid in the ballet class.
Yeah.
We'd cruise over to the bar and have a couple of drinks.
I had eaten at Fiddler's Green, which is what Screwballs used to be.
Yeah.
But I never associated that with this house.
I was only there with Fiddlers for an after wedding party.
Okay.
My friend Greg got married. His family used to live at Fiddlers. Like, they were like,
it was a cool
regular
place. They had like the booths and everything.
It was
green.
Weird. It was Fiddler's Green, so you're thinking Irish, but it looked like every Italian relative I have is living room.
It was a cross between Irish and Italian.
Yeah, it was like vinyl on the wall. Not vinyl. Like Velcro. Not Velcro. Shit, velvet on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Red, black. Everything just looked very like my godfather's house. Well, they didn't have any plastic on the seats, but that was about all that was missing.
But I really liked the neighborhood, and honestly, the thing that sold me, we're in it.
The basement?
Yeah.
The one thing we don't have.
I'm sorry. Well,
I think we're the only house in the neighborhood that doesn't have a fucking basement.
I don't think Howard has one. But I walked in and I went, oh. And the thing that's great about this is that, it's easy load in, load out, when you're gigging and stuff. So
Yeah, we almost bought the place. I was thinking about buying the place. My choice was there was a run around the corner that had like hidden bedrooms, like you would have go down corridors. It was like Indiana Jones in the,
Was it in the lower level?
No, it was like upstairs. There was just like an opening in the wall, and you walk through, and then there's like this huge double bedroom, like.
Because there's a house around the corner from here that has a basement and it has an addition. So it's this model,
Yeah.
and it goes out that way.
No, if you pull up Megan's list, the house is on that. Don't
I don't
pull
know
that
if
up.
I want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But yeah, the guy's on that list. But that house. What the fucking hell?
Somebody's here.
Hey,
Maybe Joby came back.
I have my passport. It's cool. But
That's
no,
not enough.
They the other house was the one across the street where like the Dalai Lama shows up sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was the other place. Like I was thinking of going there because it was basically the house we're in now, but it had a basement. And it has like across the street, they've got that like cool ass, like it just goes down and down and down to what once was a creek or something.
Yeah, back here. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a dead creek.
And it's kind of neat, it's like.
Well, you can tell that. Remember when we had the flood?
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah. And well, kids I know like used to go back there and there was a rope swing across the water.
Mm.
And they used to swing back there and they all talk about it and everything. And I'm like, ain't no water there now. But.
Not for a long time.
I need a drink.
Me too. I'm
Parched.
My mouth's getting dry.
All right. So it's from our buddies at Dock Street again.
Oh, Dock Street.
So again, we've gone through all the beer, and now
My stepdaughter was down there today.
Yeah?
Not far from she went to the Italian consulate. She's getting her visa.
Oh,
and
nice.
They approved her, so it's just a matter of time. She's
Well,
moving
we'll
to
miss her,
Italy.
though. We'll miss her. So this is Dock Street Rye IPA.
Interesting. We're doing an IPA.
I like IPAs that have some character. I don't just drink the ones that are carbonated pine sol.
Understood. You want one with some character.
I want some character, and I like rye. A lot of people don't. Bitter.
You want to be have a personality.
I want to have a conversation with it before I ingest it. Let's put it that way.
And I do have to say thank you to everybody that tuned in last week.
Yeah, man.
And over the week that transpired, we had 758 views. I think that was the final tally.
Thank you to Nick for bringing us some.
I'm blaming it on Nick. It was our highest numbers ever on Facebook, and I was kind of startled by that. Honestly, we usually average between 400 and 500 views.
Yeah, and we asked backwards into that show because Nick, like 10 minutes before the show, he's like, did you guys still want me to come on? I was like,
we didn't know he was coming
because we both
to the show.
We talked to him about it, but neither one of us confirmed.
And the other part about it,
but he was awesome about it. I was like, we're on in 10 minutes. He's
I
like,
talked to him about it when I was half shot in the ass. The other side of it is that we've been alternating the show between Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's going to be Wednesdays for at least the next month or so. It really sucks because I have to go into the office on Thursdays, and it hampers my drinking ability.
But it does. I do feel better when I get up in the morning and I go and sit down for work, and I'm like, oh, it's fucking Thursday.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
No, there is a definite silver lining to that cloud.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like that day I woke up going, oh, thank God it's Saturday. Fuck, it's Tuesday.
Now this looks like a candle now.
It smells really good.
This looks like, when you would go to a Yankee Candle.
See, now this is very hoppy, and I brought raw hops in here before. I mean, I love the smell of hops. IPAs generally for me are a little too hoppy.
This is very hoppy.
Too much resin, and it bugs me. But this, let's see.
This has some aspects of Sierra Nevada.
Ooh.
IPA. And it's a little more spicy.
It's got a lot, and I think
Cape May.
I think these are Cascade hops, and there's a shit ton of them in it. That's what that citrus back end is.
Yeah, it's strong.
Oh man, that is very hoppy.
Speaking of hoppy, Riddle.
Let me see this.
I wonder when he's going to come back to town again. One of my dearest friends.
6.8. That's it. 64 IBUs. Well, that makes sense.
I'd give this an 8, a solid 8.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's one of those ones like
We should have a separate section for IPAs though for ratings. You know,
Nah,
'cause then
I mean,
then we get like a 9.5.
the problem I only have with these is, like I said, Valley Forge Brewing used to have Redcoat Red, one of my favorite beer of all time.
I remember getting that.
I would
Took
sit
my
there.
dad there for dinner many times.
Oh my god, I love that place. I would just
Old
sit there
movie
and
theater.
drink that shit forever. Yeah, it used to be the old AMC, I think.
So I was wondering, maybe we could start. It's a little late in the year to do it. Well, it's not
February.
Maybe start developing categories,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of the year we could do a category runoff, or not even a category runoff, and then we would have the 3 or 4 finalists of that category. I know it's getting. A little
I know you're gonna make me
but then-
duster and shit with Excel. I don't know.
But
I
then
don't-
that's then we don't have to buy 4-packs for our New Year's Eve drinkage. You
True.
and I, and because we each have 2 of each flavor, and that's 6 beers, and that's
well,
it for the night.
I do have them categorized by the type of beer.
Jim and I get together most New Year's Eves. We've been Old School's been offered a bunch of gigs, obviously, for New Year's Eve over the years, and recently we've gotten some crazy offers. And for those that are following the band and listen to the podcast, I don't like playing New Year's Eve, and it's great, it's exciting, it is it's definitely like a feather in your cap, and we've been offered some stupid amounts of money to play on New Year's Eve, but I don't have a fun time. And my friends and family that I spend time with won't come to that. And so I'm just kind of explaining to people why I don't do it. It's the same reason I don't play on Halloween. Yeah. Halloween is a religious holiday to me. It's just something I've been doing my whole life, and I won't play on it. So that's why I don't play on New Year's Eve. And I feel bad for the guys in the band because some of them don't give a shit. They'd like to play on New Year's Eve, but I would rather spend the time with my family. And I'll never forget, I played a show years and years ago with Old School Mach 1 or Mach 2, and we played a bar right out 29 off 100. I don't remember the name of the place. I don't think it's there anymore. And my son came to the show. They let him come because there was like a balcony and he could sit in the balcony. But I didn't spend any time with my kid, and he was little, and up to that point, it was the only time when he was little that I played a show. In 12 years of doing, the band at that point, I said, "Nah, this isn't cool," because my son and I was, New Year's Eve was a big deal. Now he's 28 years old. He's got his own house and he has his own parties and does his own thing, and that's great. And would I love him to be at my party? Of course I would. But he's doing what I did when I was his age. I started having parties when I was 18 or 19 years old, and you spend the time with your friends. You don't want to be with your parents. They're kind of a drag and a bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just the way it is. And, it bums me out. But, we had some killer parties, though. He would have all his friends stay over and smoke machines going off in the house. It was a little crazy.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at this spreadsheet now. Cape May IPA.
Yeah.
You give it a 4?
Did I really?
Yeah. I thought you had that in all the time.
I have it whenever I go to Screwballs.
Huh.
That's one of my beers.
Weird.
I must have been in a bad mood that night.
So far,
This is as good as Cape May.
Yeah, I mean, it's got character. I mean, it's one of those ones I don't know that I could drink a ton of these.
Yeah.
Because I think I would start sweating, like resin.
Yeah.
But so far, the big winner is Innocent Gun Caribbean Rum Cask Scottish Red Beer.
How do you like that?
So that's going to be fun if that wins.
Do you know what I'm doing tonight after the show?
Taking a bath?
No, I already did that today.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Going to watch The Muppet Show.
There's a Muppet Show on.
I have it programmed. Yeah, it's coming back. Tonight's the premiere on ABC.
Oh, is that why I kept seeing all that Muppet shit today?
So I'm hoping that the Kermit voice is good. watched him interviewed on some
Kind
station.
of hard to fuck up Kermit.
The guy who was doing it for this interview, I don't think it was the guy who does it for the show, but we're going to find out. There have been a couple good Kermit the Frogs out there over the years.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
I can't. I'm not doing it. My voice is still fucked up from whatever this plague is.
It hurts my throat. Used to it all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to start gagging all over the place. I'm coughing enough as it is.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I was a big fan of the Muppet Show when I was a kid. You know, the Muppet Show was shot in England.
Were it?
Yes.
That why it looked like that. It did
I
look like an English
don't know what the
theater.
hell was going on. I watched a behind the scenes thing, and they shot the Muppet Show in like London somewhere.
Well, it's like the Shepherd.
That's how they got all the Star Wars characters on.
Yeah, like Shepherd and Studios has a lot of really like that's what they do like Star Wars and stuff because they've got the big sound stages and everything. So yeah, maybe it just was it worked out.
Isn't that something?
It's kind of weird though. I
they
mean,
would
did
catch
they
people as they were going through there? You know, like they were releasing a
Yeah.
record, they'd catch them as they made the UK.
But I mean, does that
tour.
mean like they had to live over there for like the whole season until they produced them and then come home? Or?
They would do the whole season.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a documentary somewhere. It might have been on Disney that I watched, where they went into the whole thing about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Like
wow.
I was shocked by that. I was like, what? What?
Well, it was totally separate from what is it? The Kids Television Workshop, which doesn't exist anymore.
Children's television.
Children's Television Workshop, whatever. But either way, it's gone. But
Is it gone, or is it just that it's not funded?
defunded, so
Yeah.
it's defunct for now. But it's a shame. But I actually thought it was kind of a dick move for them to put. Awesome.
Sorry.
So to put Sesame Street on HBO, I thought was a dick move.
They needed to.
But I mean,
They needed money.
but it sucked. It was like the whole point of it was that kids from, like the ghetto basically could see their neighborhood on the show. And it was like, oh, look, like I remember watching them take
Well, it
the
was
trash
either-
out to Staten
It
Island.
was-
I'm like,
it was
just
either-
like me.
Either that or it was going off the air. So you have to understand that.
Yeah.
And take into consideration, when we grew up, there were basically 3 media outlets, and
There were
you know, Maine.
7 stations.
you had UHF, which was an entity that was like the cable of our era was UHF.
Dr. Donald D. Rose and all those guys.
Right.
Dr. Shock.
Dr. Shock.
Yep.
So, you would have
Hey,
on
Donna.
any given night, on a network show, you'd have 20 million people watching, Three's Company or something like that.
Well, now there's just too much to watch.
Hello, Donna.
Like, it pisses me off. Like, we have
But television,
we have HBO, Showtime, and MGM, right?
okay.
And I turn on.
We have HBO Max.
Yeah, so you turn on HBO and it's the same show on. There's like what 6 HBO channels. 3 of them are the same fucking show. Then 1 in Spanish, and then you might have 2 other things that you don't want to
You've
watch
done
anyway.
a deep dive on this thing.
But yeah, it's like I
We
mean,
have Prime.
yeah, but I mean,
And if
when
there's time tonight, I'm going to watch Fallout, but probably I'll save that for tomorrow.
what I want is Prism to come back.
Okay.
That was the shit because
Flyers.
HBO and Showtime
I have my Flyers.
would fight
stuff.
would start fighting over like what movie they're going to get. So it's like, okay, so Indiana Jones is going to be on HBO. Fuck you, Showtime people, you're not getting it.
Right.
But it would always be all the movies were on Prism, and you had Flyers, and you had local shit and weird stuff.
3:4 ratio. Do you know when television, when they would do movies, in order to fit it, when you were watching television when we were growing up, we had a smaller television, glass tube televisions. It was
Well, they were massive, but the
three,
screens
but it was a
were
3:4 ratio. So
Yeah.
if you look at your computer monitor, your television today, it's a different aspect.
It's
It's a
16
rectangle
to 9
versus a
now?
square. Yeah. So they would have to have somebody film the film over, and then pan. It was called pan and scan.
Pan and scan, yeah.
They had the, so
Oh,
you
that was
could
so annoying.
because when
Movie
you're watching,
screens were wider.
Movie screens are wider, and you might have somebody in the far right and the far left, and if they were speaking, you had a stagnant shot in the center. There was nobody there.
Or you'd see like 2 noses talking
Correct.
to each other. You expected it to be like blah. Act,
This is one of the
black.
first things I learned when I got into broadcast journalism and all that stuff when I was in school for all that. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. You know,
Well, it was like you would go to see
But
a movie and
you
then it
would
would be
get-
on TV
you
and it would be
get-
totally
when
weird.
you watch it on television,
Yeah.
you could literally start to feel dizzy and nauseous because the camera was going back and forth between the two characters, or they would fixate on one character and not show the other person speaking. Which
there were
in
times
reality,
when you literally would see like this much of somebody's face on the other side, and it was really creepy.
most of the scenes are shot that way anyway.
But I mean, this was back when they used to dub stuff, and it was like, "You scum bum," remember that?
Yeah.
You remember when like that came out, and it's like they couldn't get Jackie Gleason to dub his lines over for Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, yeah.
So they had the guy that was currently doing Fred Flintstone do it. And it was like Jackie Gleason's
Pretty
voice
close.
would cut out, and it would be that guy, that bad
Scumbum. He ad libbed almost every line in that movie. I watched an interview with him recently. I just also recently rewatched the first half of that movie.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes. And
Yeah. When I was in Florida, I think I saw that.
Such a great movie.
I saw that movie and Coal Miner's Daughter 300 billion times, because that's what you do down there.
Okay.
It's all you do.
Then, not now.
But
I have continued to read the Mike Campbell book. Speaking of Florida, the first third of the book is really dealing with Gainesville, Florida. It is an incredible book. It's Mike Campbell was in the Tom Petty band, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and he was with Tom Petty through his whole career. They started out in playing covers in Florida when they were kids. It's an interesting read. It is more it's more geared toward people who play. I'm going to be honest with you, but it is a fascinating story. I was up well past midnight reading the book last night, and it is riveting.
But those books are kind of, I mean, I remember one time I picked up an Elvis biography, and I was just bored, and I started reading it, and I got sucked into it. Like, I read, and this is when I was like a teenager. Like, I didn't give a shit about that, but it was just interesting to see the industry and all the shit he
Sure.
went through and stuff. Yeah, that stuff's good.
Everything is an accidental success. They have these shows you can watch on television. It's the making of certain movies. If you watch the one about Back to the Future, that movie had no business being popular or working. It was a series of failures.
It would have fit, without Michael J. Fox, it would have failed.
And he was a secondhand thought. They really weren't
No,
sure.
they wanted him first.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, they asked for him, but he was doing
He was
Family
too busy.
Ties.
He was too busy.
He couldn't do it, so they got Eric Stoltz, and then they were like, "Oh, this just doesn't.
wasn't
work."
working.
Like, I've seen the footage of Eric Stoltz; it's like a totally different character.
Because Michael J. Fox has a certain air about him.
But that, you know what, Stoltz was like kind of more
A serious actor.
Not even that. He was more like punky than Marty McFly. Like, he had like the jacket on with the sleeves rolled up and the pins. And I don't see Marty McFly being that guy.
No.
Because I remember like one time I went to my friend's house, and I used to ride my skateboard everywhere, like a lot of us did.
I did too.
So I rode my skateboard down, and I just happened.
Long before.
Yeah, and I just happened to have my stupid, like
Members
sleeve.
only?
No, no, that was later. My sleeveless jacket, like Marty wore. But mine was like blue, and I had like a Roadrunner racing team thing on it.
I had a brown one.
But I just cruised down to this guy's house, and I went in, and I had my skateboard, and I had my little vest on, and he's on the phone. He goes, "I gotta go. Marty McFly just came in."
See, the thing is, those things were really popular.
That's just the way he was, like a normal guy.
I remember This Old House. Bob Vila,
Yeah.
wore one of those
Yeah.
in the first couple seasons. There he is, Tom Nally.
There he is. Hey, Tom, how you doing,
This
man?
is Tom's World. Going to be in your neighborhood this weekend, bro.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? But it's an interesting observation about those things.
Yeah, I remember one time we were playing.
Hey,
Nice.
Mary Kelly, all right.
And it's your birthday too. Hey, Mary.
Happy birthday.
What's up, Dave? It's gonna be
What
this
do we-
Saturday's his birthday.
I'm going to have to give him some French fries with a candle.
Yeah, we'll get some gravy too. That'd be nice. Yeah, I'll bring a can of gravy.
Bring some P-word cards.
No, but I remember one time we were playing stickball with these douchebags up the street.
Now, you need to explain what stickball is to the people that are not from this area.
Stickball is when you are playing a game like baseball with a tennis ball in the street.
And a broom.
And with no,
broom handle.
Most of us used hockey handles. Because the rink was just, the rink up here.
We used a broom handle.
We used to use, we'd go to the rink and go behind the rink in the dumpster and get old hockey sticks out. I found, word up, I used a closet, the thing that goes across the closet, you hang shit on the rod.
Sure.
I used one of those. It was the best stickball bat ever. So we were playing that.
Was it aluminium?
It was not. It was wood, man. Come on. I don't use fucking aluminum. But I remember we were playing one time in the street, and I didn't know like you had to like bounce the ball.
Oh, we didn't. We pitched it.
No, we didn't have a catcher and there was a hill behind.
We used a wall.
So we didn't play. It wasn't wall ball. This was in the street. So like you would throw it, you would have to bounce up, and then they would swing. But we rarely had a catcher, so it was a pain in the ass. But so we're playing with these kids down the street that were younger, and I had my vest on, and it had like a Roadrunner patch on it. And this one douchebag is like, I see him like, and I walked out and I'm like, you like the Roadrunner patch, you little fuck? You like it? Yeah, it's the Roadrunner. You know what a Plymouth Roadrunner is? You don't know? Shut the fuck up and get away from me.
Well, he thought it was his mom's Plymouth.
Yeah, he thought
Plymouth Volare.
He thought it was like, I'm wearing like a third grader's fucking jacket. I'm like, go get away. The Roadrunner has a helmet. I will fucking end you. Go away. Bastard. Hate that kid.
That was a horrible end to the Roadrunner.
Yeah. It's like that's where I realized 71 was the peak.
Oh, yeah.
72 was okay.
No.
It was okay.
No, emissions kicked in.
I know it did, but it was in retrospect, it's okay.
They destroyed them.
But 71 was the end, and then
it took like
73. My cousin
25, 30 years to figure it all out.
Oh my God, my cousin, he sold his 71 Roadrunner and he bought a 73, and I wanted to kill him.
Well, think about it from his perspective.
And it was fucking green.
Which kind of green though?
Like I'm really sick and have diarrhea green.
That's a cool color though.
God damn it.
So I don't know if you watch
excuse me.
There's a Mopar guy I watch, and
that would be me.
Graveyard Cars. Last week he did a post.
Oh, that show is heartbreaking.
In many ways, but he's still out there on YouTube. And he found 2 never titled Cudas in an old dealership. He went and bought them off the family. One car had 6 miles, and the other one had 61 miles.
What year?
Now these 70 or so, 71 to a pair.
What motor in them?
I think one was a 440 and the other was a
Hemi or a 383.
I think it might have been a 383, but I don't remember. I watched this very quickly. You can look it up and do your own research.
Oh, I don't want to see it now.
But he said I predict that these are going to be the most sought after 2 Cudas in modern history.
I'm thinking at least they were probably 500,000.
So he said they need work, of course, because they've been sitting for a long time. So they need the usual, all the seals have to be redone. Yeah. They're leaking fluids everywhere, but all the rubber's still good in the windows. He said they are mint. It was really cool. He goes, talk about time capsule. The spare's still inside. All the paperwork's there. They are unmolested. The only thing they had on them was dust from sitting. This dealership went out of business sometime in the late 70s.
Like I fantasize about finding an old lady whose son died in Vietnam, and she still has a 71 Cuda with the performance hood.
There could be one in
with
this
a Hemi.
neighborhood.
Yeah. Like that's the only thing. I don't like the shaker hoods.
I love shaker hoods.
I would rather have the performance hood, the Phantasm car, basically. Mm-hmm. That's what I would rather have. But most of those are 446 packs. Which is nice. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but
Tom Nally is he's chatting us up. He and if you can't read it, well, then maybe you should go to school.
I can
But
read it, yeah.
he's speaking about the YouTube channel. This is Tom's World. It's the only channel you should be watching.
Tom, I grab people that I barely know, and I sit them down like Clockwork Orange and make them watch that for 24 hours at a time. So we're doing our part.
Speaking of YouTube, our good friend Derek Bieri, that we watch, you watch it, I watch it. Vice Grip Garage. Very sad thing happened. Now I got into Vice Grip Garage through.
I'm still reeling. I'm reeling from the Cuda story.
2 episodes. There was the Chevelle.
Independence.
Independence, and Betty White. About 4 weeks ago, he was getting a delivery of a Jeep, to his house. He had pulled Betty White out of storage. She was alongside the new place where he's doing all his work, just sitting there minding her own business. He was about.
You should probably explain that he didn't actually exhume Betty White's corpse.
No, Betty White is a Cadillac, and he found this car.
That thing was like buried up to
it was deep in the
doors
mud.
In the mud. Yeah,
I think I showed you the episode.
Yeah,
That's how you got indoctrinated.
No, Independence.
Was it Independence?
That's what got me hooked. Yeah.
So Betty White was a Cadillac, like a '71 Cadillac, white Cadillac. To me, that's the best episode of the show ever. What Derek does is he goes and finds cars that they've been sitting forever.
Pieces of shit that somebody just wants to get rid of.
He calls them revivals. He gets them running. He puts a set of tires on them. He fixes the brakes, and he gets the car going, and he drives it, 400 or 500 miles home, 700 miles home, whatever it is. And Betty White was one of those cars, and it's a revered car in his collection. Anyway, sitting outside the shop, he has this Jeep getting delivered by a trailer, and the guy starts unloading the car, and something went wrong, and the Jeep careened into Betty White and tore out the entire side of her, and then crashed into the shop and dented the wall. I mean, just horrific.
I did that with a lawnmower once, but I had no choice. Nobody else was there to help me.
And so he's been posting about
Tom, I've been working on a thing about that. We'll talk. Maybe you can help me with the project.
He's been posting about dealing with Geico, his insurance company.
Oh, don't use Geico.
And all the trials and tribulations that he's been going through. Really sad because.
So I'm assuming they just had the thing in neutral and let it go.
Probably. And the entire passenger side of the car was tore up.
Jesus Christ. Saw
pictures of it last week. He's very upset about this, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's going through a lot of stuff. Like, he's not talking about it, but I am speculating that once he had a show on Discovery Channel, Rescues, whatever it was. He had a TV show on there, the car show. And Discovery got in a whole lot of trouble, Warner Brothers, the whole thing. So they canceled his show. And Derek had just done a lot of improvements on the property he owns. They did a lot of filming there for the show. So he was getting some stipend of some sort, obviously, for that. And he had a 5-bay garage that was increased from like a 2 or 3 bay, and beautiful home, big property, all his cars stored there. And now all of a sudden it's for sale. And I think, a lot of that has to do with the fact that, he lost his contract with Discovery Channel, because Roadworthy Rescues is the show. You can see it on HBO Max to this day. It's still available there for viewing. So this is just a kick in the ass that the poor guy doesn't need. And
I mean, so many of these cable network things it's all in flux, and they're doing.
Oh, it's a mess.
I don't want to get into it because I could get really deep into this, and we could we're in areas we don't want to get into and we don't talk about. But it's just they're just selling their souls for dumb shit, and it's all about the money. It's not about the content. It's not about the people that work for them. And it's just.
I watched Freiberg. He's another guy. He had a TV show on Discovery. He now has his own private channel on YouTube. His show is excellent. Love it. He does a lot of what Derek does, and he does some other things. And if you ever want to check it out, Freiberg on on YouTube. If you're a car guy, you'll love it. He's a Mopar guy. Jim, you would love his stuff. Hey, there's Vadim.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Dude,
Vadim did sound for us at Sweeney's this past week. It was wonderful, wonderful.
Like I literally
best monitors I ever had on stage there.
Nice.
Ever. Yeah,
dude.
No feedback.
This is the kind of
Melissa.
shit. This is what I do when I'm just sitting around and I just fantasize about this kind of shit, about this car.
Well, that's
this
a shaker hood.
That's a shaker. But let me find the one. It's hard because I want a Hemi. It's got to have the right hood.
I wouldn't mind a 440.
I'm not gonna kick it.
I'm not
there you
gonna-
go. That's the model.
Listen,
that's the look.
So look.
That's it right there.
This is like saying I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's like if you're gonna give me a 71 Hemi with a shaker hood, I'll take it. But this is the one I want.
That's beautiful.
That's what I want. That hood.
Yeah.
I do. It does.
You
come,
watch Graveyard Cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they restored one. They took a 71 and they just like everything was replaced. Like they just rebuilt it with composite parts and titanium and then it's like what's his face? Who's the
Tom Nally, you're a good man for mentioning that.
what's he mentioning?
First place he ever saw old school was at Sweeney's.
Ah, very nice.
That was before we knew each other.
Hey, Melissa, welcome to hell. But
see, I was my own little celebrity in my mind. Tom was his own little celebrity in his mind. His celebrity's much bigger than
I've
mine.
literally been to one of your shows. Like we went to, I won't even say where, but we went to one of your shows and we loaded in. I was helping you guys set up.
Yeah.
Like back when I knew how to fucking do that.
You were like a roadie for us for a long time.
So like I helped set up and everything, and then I went over to the bar because you guys were like just tuning up and getting your shit together, and I
Yeah.
was done. And I looked around. There's nobody. So there's this big table, and I just put my shit there. And I sat down. I'm like,
Sounds like Nick's Cotman.
yeah. It was not Nick's Cotman.
Oh.
It was the other one. And I'm sitting there, and two women came up to me.
Hey now.
And it's right at, possibly, Tom, I think I may. It is literally right out of fucking junior high. They're like, hey, listen, we kind of need a place to sit, and can you move somewhere else? We know the band.
You're like,
No, I didn't.
I'm with the band.
I didn't do that. But then you came over and you were walking towards me. I'm like, and as you were coming up, I'm like, and you didn't have a clue what the fuck was going on. I'm like,
I never do.
do me a favor, put your beer on the table. Just put your beer on my table. Just put it here. When you're like, what? Let me just fucking do it. And you came up, and you put your drink down, and you're talking to me, and then you said, oh hi, and you're like talking to them, and they're just but you're standing like right next to me,
Yeah.
and you introduced them to me, and they turned like 5 shades of green, like realizing like, oh, we're kind of douchebags.
They weren't douchebags.
No, they were douchebags. They were literally trying to get me to move. So I said to them, I literally said,
I'm with the band.
no, I said, I didn't say any of that. I said, you can share. I said, you guys can sit here. That's fine.
But I'm not moving.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to fix that light when it goes loose.
yeah, literally. I said, like, you guys can sit here. That's
No,
fine.
you literally would run up on stage.
Yeah. But I was telling them like,
Sounds like Nick Scottman.
I was trying. It's not Nick Scottman. No, Nick Scottman. I was just standing in the back by myself because she who will remain unnamed wouldn't let me sit at the table.
Oh, but that's a place we used to pack.
It was the other
That
Nick.
was
It was Nick's
great.
Woodhaven.
Oh.
And like
I like playing there too, man.
it was nice, but like I was telling them, like I was just saying, like you guys can sit here.
These fucking places going out of business. What
It's like
the fuck?
you're absolutely you can sit here, but they're like, but we want you to leave, and I'm like,
5,361.
Sorry,
Keep
my
going.
phone keeps failing.
but it was like I was like doing everything I could to be a nice guy, and they're just trying to get me to move. And the last thing they said, well, we know the band, and I was like, do you?
We know the band.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Hey, Paul, did you fuck this skank?
No.
Okay, you can't have the table. Like I could be a total dick, but I'm trying to be a nice
Don't
guy.
say that. I didn't fuck anybody.
I'm just saying, like, maybe back in the day, I don't know, 170 years ago when this woman was, 70.
18 years ago when the band started and I was single.
All right, this is growing on me. I'm actually digging this.
Well, of course it is. By this point, it's like, yeah, sure, that's good.
Should I have another?
Well, thank you, sir.
Do you want another?
Dude, you know what time it is?
Is it?
Yeah, it's 8:45. You're like slacking.
You're
You're getting carried away with yourself.
How
this
dare
is why
you.
the numbers go up, because everybody's here to play Florida Man.
Are they going to do, I made something for this. Do you want to see it? You want to see what I do in my off hours?
Do it.
This is what I do in my off time. And we'll play this one.
Looks a little bit like Kid Rock.
Weird how that happens. That's just a sound effect.
Our production team is incredible.
I'm telling you, they're working overtime. All right, so we'll go.
Oh, Nick's jealous. Dick Cataldi.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you
Nick,
could have been here. You can come down. Well, not tonight, but you could have been here tonight. Nick, you're always welcome.
Nick, I'll save one for you, okay? I don't know what anybody likes. And Nancy and I had this conversation. Like, I brought beer down here one time, and she was like, "This really sucks." I'm like, "It's a beer tasting. I don't know what I'm bringing down."
It's an aggregate
I'm trying.
approach. You have to be here every week.
I'm trying to expand your minds,
Yeah, well,
sometimes we
killing
fail.
brain cells to get to the final conclusion.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
It just, it's just what happens. All right, so if I can get this damn thing to come up here on my screen.
That's what she said.
And there we go. And then let me.
Here we go.
All right. So you want to
It's
go through
time.
the rules while I pour a beer? Is that a no?
The rules are very simple. There are 6 statements on the screen. Jim will read them for those of you that are illiterate. One of the statements he made up all by himself.
Look at me go.
The other 5 are actual, real stories that he found from Florida sources.
This is what I do in my spare time.
He's got a lot of time, and he's
No, I
really
don't. But
Florida-centric.
I can't say because I don't know if people from work are listening what I do. But anyway, all right, so here we go. So number 1, Florida man posts video documenting 6 months worth of farts at work is fired immediately.
What?
2, Florida man arrested for climbing a
I'm
top.
still stuck on number 1, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to... Okay.
Number 2, Florida man arrested after climbing atop playground equipment at park tells kids where babies come from.
Well, you know where that is. The stork.
A vagina.
Stork.
Okay. 3, Florida man arrested after taking a can full of bed bugs to his ex-lover's house. 4, Florida. What?
Great idea.
Where you get a can of bed bugs? You have to be a special kind of
the bed bug
trash to know where to find that. Florida man who led cops on a 2-hour chase broke into homes because he was extremely thirsty from recently smoking crack.
Would you be?
I don't know. I never smoked crack. Number
I'm not
5.
saying you did, but I would imagine.
I guess you get parts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Florida man gives police exonerating dash cam footage following traffic incident. Accidentally includes video of him robbing a beauty store.
That's definitely true. Fucking idiot.
I'm trying to think what he would rob. Number 6, Florida men.
A wig store.
I got to go on Temu and buy some wigs for us one of these days. Florida men, one dressed in a bull costume, accused of trying to burn down former lover's house with pasta sauce.
What the? I'm going with number 6, and so is Tom Nally.
Is Tom doing that?
Yeah. But, that's the one that's going to be true because it's so fucking bizarre.
Anybody else? Anybody? Give it a few moments.
No, I just got to censor.
What? That comes up all the time.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. I got to find it. Wait a minute. While we're waiting for people to...
Waiting or wedding?
Well, whatever. You can wet all you want.
I mean, I don't know where the guy got the can full of bed bugs from. I mean, that's a little weird.
I know a place, I think. Oh, Bree says number 1.
I mean, that sounded bizarre, too.
They all sound bizarre.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something.
All right. I guess we won't get sued. Oh my God, it just goes
Oh,
on.
yeah, you're getting sued.
I can't stop it. Fuck off. I don't need this. Okay.
It's a patented fart, by the way.
The whole point of this is they're all weird and bizarre.
Yeah.
Like I mean, one of these minutes we should like take a pause. Maybe we can do it here as we wait for. What do you think is the weirdest one out of this list?
I mean, the farts is pretty weird.
Yeah.
You know, there's crazy stuff. You know, I don't know where you're getting a can of bed bugs. I mean, you could scrape them off your mattress because you're.
No, I
dirty.
can't scrape them off my mattress. No.
I don't know.
I mean, we could go. What is that place, Bree? The
Motel
Vista
6?
Inn or something over in over where we used to live. I think
mean,
that
you know,
place-
there's stupidity, but yeah, I would say, you know, the farts is probably the weirdest one on this list. I mean,
I don't know. Trying to burn down
somebody.
burn down somebody's house with pasta sauce is kind of weird,
But
especially dressed as a bull.
How does that work?
It's Florida, dude. I
Like,
can't.
is it like flammable pasta sauce?
Vodka sauce? I don't
Vodka
know.
sauce.
Vodka's
But
not
once
flammable.
you cook it,
I don't
you
know.
know, it's the
Anybody
alcohol
else? Anybody in the peanut gallery over there?
There's a penis gal. Oh no,
Melissa, we're waiting for you. Come on, you're here now. All right, give it like 20 more seconds for people to catch up.
Ketchup or catsup or catsup?
Catsup? I hate that.
It's stupid.
I don't like
Is
catsup.
that a Southern thing?
I don't know. I've never really researched it.
I was reading
it's
the thing
probably
today
what I'll
about
do.
sherbet. We call it sherbet around here.
Sorbet.
But some people call it sherbet.
Oh, fuck them. I didn't like when I went to Michigan because, you know, they're all fucking hillbillies.
Thing.
Went to Michigan and it was like, would you like a pop? I'm like, what the fuck is a pop?
Oh, I heard that a lot.
Yeah, I was a kid when I first heard it. I'm like, I don't like that. Don't call it pop.
It's soda, man.
Soda. But then
soda. Say it right.
Yeah, it's like it might be the G Lodge actually, Bree, but I think now it's the Alta or it's some.
Alta
they tried to change the
Vista.
name to make it sound nicer, but it still has bed bugs and people rent the place by the hour. But that fucking thing. But I don't know what I was. Okay, so you ready?
The stereo.
Here we
throws
go.
It off. It's crazy.
All right, so
We're in stereo, by the way.
Nobody else? Nobody else? Nothing?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Oh, wait, Melissa Wood, Giannini.
Yeah.
She said bed bugs.
Bed bugs? Okay.
Bed bugs. It's getting a popular vote.
All right, cool. Okay, so we got to vote for that. All right, so here we go.
Well, we had Tom Nally for bed bugs.
I thought Tom said the pasta sauce. He said bed bugs?
Yeah, I think he changed his mind.
Did he? Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Tom, you have seconds to make sure that's the right one. Okay. So this one is actually one I've heard a couple times that, yeah, there was a guy that jumped up on playground equipment and told kids where the babies come from.
Why? Why?
It's Florida.
Why?
It's Florida.
No, it happened here too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the crack story.
Fuckers.
The crack story is true. You know, anything with crack is usually true in Florida.
Yeah, well, you know, anywhere.
Yeah. Crack's involved, just believe it.
I'm just happy it's still around.
Crack?
Sure.
You ever smoke crack?
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, if you're a fucking bum, yeah. If you live in,
It's very 80s.
you live in fucking Kensington.
It's nostalgic.
Crack is not 80s, that's 90s.
That was 80s.
No.
Late 80s.
Really?
88, 89.
I'm more 90s than that.
No, I know that for a fact.
All right.
I'll
You
get
knew
into
different
why.
people than I did, but
Yeah.
all right. So obviously the beauty store thing is true because that's just too fucking weird not
That's
to be.
like you knew that one.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, I got video.
All right. So now I got to start breaking hearts.
All right, you break them.
So I'm gonna break yours first because
That's
this is
fine,
true.
Whatever. I want to understand that story. I knew it was, you know, but you just.
So it's down to Melissa and Tom and Bree.
All right, Bree's gonna win.
Bree, it's the Vincent Motel now. Okay, that's the place with bed bugs.
Bree knows how your brain works.
Yeah, she does, but I'm an interesting guy because she's actually wrong. Melissa and Tom got it
I'm
right.
gutted. I'm gutted. Where the
Actually, people are going to start accusing Brie of trying to throw him off the scent. You know, it's like,
I love knocking out teeth.
yeah, it's nice. But yep, that was the one I made up. Sorry about that.
Wow.
And this one I actually researched because I made it up and I'm like, let me just make sure it's actually not true.
I didn't know where you get a can of bed bugs.
You scrape probably
scrape 'em off
it's
your
south of the
mattress.
border.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Sorry.
That's Florida Man.
So it's that time of the night. Well, we have 5 minutes to do this, so we need to stretch it a little bit.
Take some time, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was a good
Melissa, I don't
interval.
want to even contemplate how you get bed bugs in a can.
A razor blade.
Hey, a credit card maybe.
Yeah.
Just like if you're cutting cocaine.
So it's funny. We never talked about bed bugs when we were younger. Now, when I watch hotel reviews, because there's people, I also watch YouTube for hotel reviews. I watch a lot of YouTube. That's one of the things they do. They pull back the sheets and they get the light out and they check the mattress to make sure there's no bed bugs. I mean, it's crazy. We live in a crazy time, man.
Yeah.
But bed bugs are back. I never thought we'd hear about heroin again, but heroin's like back there.
Sorry about that. Melissa, if you have nightmares, it's not my fault. Well, I mean, we live in a time when fucking measles is coming back.
But that was preventable. Why?
Well, it is, but people go on the internet and they're like, yeah, they're like, well, some guy from it
was on the news tonight.
Paul Tuckett, he said that vaccines don't work, but science. I don't believe in scientists because you ever seen them guys? They they all look like perverts. I don't know why I defaulted to a Southern accent. It just happens.
It does. And when I do that with Nancy, she gets very offended because
she didn't have a Southern accent.
Well, that was something she worked on.
Oh.
Her whole family sounds like
See,
that.
when I was in Florida, and I remember twice, right around the end of school, I went up to my mom. I'm like, Mom. 5,361. I said, y'all, today, can we go home, please? Yeah, you just.
Well, it's y'all is the equivalent of here. It's like yo.
Or use.
Yeah, there's a lot of use. But for me, growing up was yo. Yo was that was part of the. That's how you communicated.
You know what bugs me is every time I hear someone say, "Yeah, I seen."
I don't like
that. I think of you.
I hate that.
I know. That was everybody in my family. They still do that shit. I seen that.
That is to me when somebody says
it's like Quint on the blackboard.
When I hear somebody say I seen, I'm like, how did you get through school?
An athletic scholarship. It's like when I hear guys guys playing for the Eagles or mostly the Sixers.
I've seen that.
And they're like,
fucking drives me crazy.
They're like, yeah, man, I seen that guy win the thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you went to college, right?
Yeah, but they really didn't go to college. All right, Jim, what do you got to promote?
So next week, because now we're on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
but at Tuesday nights at 9:00, go
retroactively speaking.
Yeah, so now they have time to plan. Go to moncoradio.com and check out the Cat Call, my daughter's radio show. It's really badass and cool, and I'm really proud of her, and you should be too. So go check it out and listen to it, and let me know what you think, or don't. I don't care. Just go listen to the damn show, okay?
Yeah, man, we're proud of her.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
Yeah. And now she's got a new gig. And
now
she's cutting meat, and she's working at Giant. She works at Giant with Bray. It's really cool.
Okay.
Hey, I used to run a deli. It's in the family.
It's just the way you presented it. It's fine. Okay.
No, you just have a fucked up mind. This is why you fail at Florida Man.
Yes. I was on a run for a while.
Yep.
Well, I can say that there's no Instinct gigs in the near future. Terry's having some surgery soon, so there's no band practice. There's nothing. But Old School with our fill-in drummer this week will be James Smith. We will be at the Final Score. This is a premiere for us. We're coming in. We're trying to help a bar out, to be honest with you, and because they're trying to change their image, and I think it's working. A lot of bands are going in there. The Final Score in Ben Salem off Street Road. Old School will be there this Saturday, February 7th from 9 to 1. We are going to try something, and we have a couple bookings there. So
Bookings?
Bookings. And kudos again out for last week where we played Sweeney's. We have like 6 shows there this year, so we're really happy.
Tom will be there.
Tom's going to be
Tom
there.
from Tom's World. So if you want to come to
meet the world famous
and get his autograph,
yeah.
He does autograph your breasts, but you do need to bring a Sharpie.
And it's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Or if you like to say
birthday,
I seen, you say birthday.
I seen your birthday was coming up.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, yeah, if you don't go for any other reason, go because Tom will be there.
And it'll be exciting. You can meet a celebrity.
Yeah.
A YouTube star.
A YouTuber. It's like a potato.
Tuber. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over.
Oh, okay.
It's over.
Okay. It's over, Johnny.
That's the end of the show.
We don't have a good ending.
No.
We don't have a good finish.
We just fall off the cliff.
Or a good Swedish. Either one. We don't have a good anything. We just kind of end it in, kind of a... We don't even have a good beginning. It's just like...
Wow. That one just had like a left knock and that was it.
The intro plays and we're just like, hey, yeah, it's whatever day it is. How you doing? And now it's the end, so...
This is the end.
This is the end. Don't sing that. We'll get in trouble.
All right.
So, hey, thank you everyone for playing along and hanging out, and we'll see you next Wednesday, right?
We appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. We actually do. Because if you listen to this drivel, you're a special kind of person.
And if you weren't listening, Jim and I would just be sitting here all alone.
Yeah, talking to that wall, to that window.
We used to do that.
We should open the window and just yell obscenities at the guy with the dog.
Then Melissa would hear us, and she'd be like, the baby's trying to sleep.
Oh, she would just yell too. I know she would.
Oh.
She'd be right there with us.
All right.
Solidarity, guys.
Yeah.
So, Ted. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, what?
Last Minute Larry.
Oh, hey. Is that a thing? Last minute. Is that like Leisure Suit Larry?
It is a thing. I use it all the time at work.
Oh, gotcha. I see. I thought Larry showed up. I was confused. No. You don't do that. We'll get fucked at the end. All right. So we'll be back next Wednesday. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you then.